Hey fellow tankers, this is Mobius Y here with another World of Tanks console related video, and as you probably know by now, recently we had update 2.7, and like with every new update that comes out, I bring you an update video, basically just going over the build notes, telling you what's new with the update, so on and so forth. So, update 2.7, Grit of War is live. A host of new content and features are coming with update 2.7 Grit of War. New maps, immersive effects, and more goodies are in the cards. And it goes on to mention something about a developer live stream. So the main things that you'll notice almost right away is there are 2 new maps plus a war variant of a map that we already have. The brand new maps are Great Wall, new to all platforms, and Hidden Village, new to all platforms. Hidden Village is one that I've seen quite a lot on PC replays. The map looks the most intriguing to me, and I'm actually quite excited to try it out. Great Wall, I have no prior knowledge of. I believe it is also based off of a PC version of a map, but I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. And then we've got a war variant of Pacific Island. So naturally there's bunkers, craters, tank tracks, and all that jazz all over Pacific Island now in the war variant of Pacific Island. There are enhanced environmental effects, particle effects, and audio. All platforms will receive enhanced particle effects and audio. The particle effects will vary by tier, vehicle size, and velocity, and the audio has been improved to match the terrain you're rolling on. Listen close and you can hear small particles hitting tank fenders, grass being pushed out of the way, and so on. Now, we've got one that's specific just to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, environmental accumulation effects. Vehicles on Xbox One and PS4 will visually change based on the terrain. Dirt, grass, sand, and snow can be kicked up on your tracks and lower hull, bringing the battle closer to life. So, supposedly it's just to be a more kind of aesthetic, immersive kind of thing. There is actually a video here where they showcase it. As you're driving around on sand or dirt, you start to build up sand and dirt on your tracks, and some of it cakes onto the lower parts of your tank as well. And on snow maps, obviously the same thing with snow maps, you start to kick up some snow in your tracks, and as your tank sits still for a length of time, it starts to build up snow on the top of the tank as snow falls onto the top of the tank, which is pretty neat. Just more aesthetic, immersive stuff, which, all in all, it is kind of cool to me. Not really my preference for what I'd like to see in an update, but it's all good. Crew ranks. Each crew member in your garage will receive a military-based rank associated with their respective country. As your crews earn more XP by participating in battle, they will be promoted. The more experienced the crew, the more prestigious their rank. The ranks will be displayed on both the crew portrait and in the sidebar for crew info. Note all current crew XP on the player's crew will be retroactively applied to their rank. No crew rank progress will be lost. Example rank General. Left to right, you've got the US pin, the UK pin, Germany pin, USSR, Japan, France, and China. So that's just an example of what the little crew ranks look like. So this can more easily tell you at a glance how old your crew is, how much you've used it, and how many skills and or perks it has on it. If you have several crews with 15 to 20 crews and or skills, this could probably be a better way, a more convenient way at a glance to tell you which one has a little bit more or not. Now we've got the update notes. Here's the peaches and cream of the updates that I like to look for. They've got various download sizes. The Xbox One download is 5 gigs, and the PlayStation 4 download is 3.25 gigs. The 360 only had about 500 megabytes. So, excuse me. Vehicle platform specific update notes are on the 2 links here. So I'll just go over the general update notes. New features across all platforms. Crew ranks added. Team training rooms can be renamed after creation. Added a new filter button for showing or hiding compatible vehicles when in a platoon or team training. Added a new filter button for showing or hiding elite vehicles. Camera facing indicator added to the square minimap. It was not available on the compass minimap. Not applicable to the compass minimap, I'm sorry. This is for those of you that use the larger square grid minimap in the lower right. It'll actually show the direction your camera is facing now on the minimap. Before it didn't do that, and it's completely irrelevant to show it on the compass, as the compass rotates to orientate itself with the direction you're facing anyways, which is part of the reason I prefer the compass map, but I also know how to use the back button. So, new terrain substance tread effects, and new interaction audio for terrain substances. and the flag of the Dominican Republic has been added to the emblems section. Major changes across all platforms. Special event vehicles will now place players in a separate event queue, which is really neat because during a special event, for example, Dead City in Halloween, you'd be loading into the game and you'd see that there's 60 what were they? I think they were tier 9 medium tanks or something, the Spectre or whatever it was. You'd see 60 tier 9 mediums and go, why the heck can't I join a random battle? Good times. Additional changes across all platforms. Updated ambient sounds of Pacific Island, the ship cannon firing and impact sounds, there's a better distance attenuation, and better fire sound effects. Changed premium vehicles in driving, target, and live fire practice maps respectively. For the driving practice, we now have the Gross Tractor, which I honestly don't know what it is. For target practice, we have the Su-122-44, Tier 7 Russian tank destroyer, and for the live fire practice we have the Russian Tier 8 IS-6 heavy tank. Spectators in team training rooms now sort to the bottom of the players list. Added the current date to the post-battle results screen. Improvements made to the post-battle results screen animation banner. Added puddle effects. Added ops help screen. Renamed controller configurations. Removed the word bumper from control configurations. Driver controller scheme, disable left trigger and right trigger, or L2, R2 on the PS4, for cycling through radial commands. That's an option if you don't really use the triggers. You would prefer to use the X and B button, or I believe the, the square and circle button, to cycle through the radial commands. Updated in-game launcher and user interface dialogue text. Scrolling through large news articles now scrolls more smoothly. There's more pronounced tracer colors. Darkened outlines for German marks of excellence. There's been a lot of complaints about this. I haven't seen what it looks like myself, but there's been a lot of complaints about it, that the German marks of excellence look like crap now. So it is expected to be fixed in the first update that comes out after this one. So just, if you don't like it, just sit tight. It'll be corrected. Added dynamic text to the top of the filter to display the name and status of what is highlighted, and fixed the user interface issue when equipping large amounts of ammo. Changes to maps. Fjord Standard adjusted spawn points that were behind the bridge for balance. Swamp Standard spawns slightly moved for balance. Serene Coast Standard adjusted spawns on both teams for balance. Northwest Encounter slightly moved flag and base for balance. Sacred Valley War added to Team Destruction mode, and Ensk added back into rotation for tiers 9 and 10. So we're going to get another case of people complaining that Ensk should be in tiers 9 and 10 for a little bit here, and they'll take it out again, and then people complain that they don't get Ensk in tiers 9 and 10 anymore, so they'll put it back in. Usual community contributions. Vehicles. Tons of vehicles getting animated. Attachments. The M10 Wolverine added a package M10-105 GMC. The M26 Pershing added package T26E1. The M46 Patton added a package M46E2 early. The MT25 added package MT25M2. Centurion 1 added package Centurion Mark II asterisk and Centurion Mark I asterisk. The IS added package IS-100. The T-20 added package T-20D2. AT-7 added package AT-7 Mark I. The Indian Panzer added package Indian Panzer C. ISU-152 added package ISU-152M. The T-30 added upgraded radio to package T-30-120-2. The E-100 increased emblem size, and the Stug-4 increased silver factor to 50%. Now here we go with some bug fixes across all platforms. Fixed user interface for customization items that award via an operation. Fixed various text truncation issues and glitches in loading screens. All team training members can now send invites. Fixed a bug where you could get stuck in the vehicle purchase celebration if a player joined your platoon while watching it. That would be annoying. Out of ammunition notification will now pop up in all game modes. Removed fire and smoke effects when vehicle is destroyed underwater. Fixed German localization for the word. Garage help screen added view range stat. Realigned text on loading screens for multiple languages. Removed figure text from loading screens. Russian localization fixes. German fixed text for island race. fixed localization for back for multiple languages. Sorry, too much reading. Fixed truncated text for the free XP research amount on the tech tree for multiple languages. Added missing currency images on loading screens for multiple languages. Steel wall metal description updated. Tracer ammo color fix. Removed collision from stone destruction effects. Fixed tent object that wasn't touching the ground in some instances. Spectators will now return to garage after team training battles to select a vehicle. Multiple IPX fixes to improve functionality and address soft lock. Audio no longer fades when adjusting the zoom in the garage. Fixed incorrect bounced voiceover when using high explosive rounds. Fixed platoon soft lock when viewing the post-battle results screen as platoon leader launching into a battle. Updated various help screens, tips, and info. Corrected size of vehicle icons on the post-battle results screen. Post-mortem HUD now appears for all vehicle destruction types. Fixed issue where platoon invites would cause the plays up to tier to display to disappear. Fixed truncated text when using radial commands for players with 16 characters. And fixes to vehicles, fixed numerous camouflage tiling, and ratio issues. Adjusted animated attachments that moved too much. The M5355 adjusted inscription position. The T80 updated package lines. T26E4 super Pershing. It got nerfed. No, I'm just kidding. Adjusted inscription position. KV-1S fixed vehicle package icons. Type 59 corrected decal transparency. Type 59 fixed tread clipping through the fender. Type 59 added correct Chinese style helmet. M44 adjusted exhaust effects. The Grant fixed texture seam on turret. The GPZ Mark IV-E removed animated attachment, and the T40 renamed package T40 to T40E2. The Sherman 3 various fixes for destroyed state, wheels, and suspension collision. And the Conqueror fixed dislocated wheel when in sniper view looking at the rear of the tank, HD only. Now changes to the maps, bug fixes on the maps. Serene Coast adjusting prop placements. Siegfried Line War variant and counter mode. Spawns moved slightly to point starting positions toward the flag or base. Fisherman's Bay fixed issue to prevent players from accessing restricted areas. Fisherman's Bay adjusted pier object. Severogorsk replaced statue. Sacred Valley and War removed rock causing vehicles to get stuck. Northwest renamed to Northwest. Northwest various art bug fixes. Swamp various art bug fixes. Arctic Region various art bug fixes. And Fjords adjusted prop placements. And that's basically all that's going on here in the notes for the changes across all platforms to the game. Please note that I recommend you go to the news section to take a look at the individual Xbox update notes and PlayStation 4 update notes for more details on specific, console specific changes, I should say. So that's about it. Hopefully this update to video gives you a nice idea of what's added and what's going to be new. We've got 2 new maps plus a war variant for an older map, as well as environmental effects. Those will probably be the most noticeable things right away. The crew ranks is a pretty interesting aesthetic thing to add, and various bug fixes are always nice as well. As I always said, though, it would be great if there was still some balance changes to some of the tanks. More or less, some underpowered tanks getting a couple buffs, and some overpowered tanks just getting a couple nerfs here and there. But that's fine. Changing some maps for balance purposes is also a very good thing. And hopefully it makes those maps more enjoyable to play. So in the meantime, if you guys would like to see some kind of previews of the new maps, Great Wall and Hidden Village, I definitely recommend going and checking out either the Beard Guys or SiNz, as they have map overviews of the new maps that we've never seen before, flying around them in spectator cam or driving around them with various tanks. I'll have the links to their channels in the description below, so you'll just have to find the videos from there, but they'll probably be in their latest uploads. And as always, don't forget that I stream every Friday starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m. Pacific Time. If you would like to come and see me playing live, definitely come and check out my streams. It goes every Friday, and I'll have the link to my Twitch channel in the description below. As always, thanks very much for watching. This has been Mobius Y. Hope to see you on the battlefield or in my next video. Happy tanking!